Did you have to do the same sacrifices that Emelie does in the book when you started as a lawyer?
Yes. I remember first time when I was walking back home 11 o'clock in the morning. I've been working like 30 hours or something with a transaction. There were two banks that were going to buy a credit card company. And my mom called me and she said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm on my way back home. I've been working 34 hours. She said, "What does the union say?" And I was saying, "The union." No one even knows what the union is in this law firm.
So when we are jealous of the lawyers' salaries, it doesn't come easy.
Let me tell you, I think there's a sequence in the book where one of the lawyers says that we own less by the hour than the cleaning lady that cleans our office. And I think actually that's true for the first couple of years when you work as a lawyer for a pretty poor salary but very, very hard hours. But if you continue in the business sector, you will definitely have a high salary. I didn't, though. I changed and started working with the defense instead.
The Stockholm in your books is quite different from the Stockholm we know as Finnish tourists when we come there with our families. Has the writing about Stockholm's dark side changed your relationship with the city?
Well, maybe it has in a way, or I think actually more my job as a lawyer has, because suddenly you start to see things in a different light. You start to see, oh, that's the guy dealing with heroin over there. Oh, that's the guy dealing with cocaine over there. Oh, that's the, you start to realize things that you didn't really see before. I keep on wondering why, the Swedish Foreign Department keeps inviting us to all over the world to come talk about our books. And I say, this is really bad tourist PR for Sweden. You should not let us talk about this. They should not read our books. But joking aside, both Helsinki and Stockholm are, I would say, comparably very, very safe cities. And I was once, a couple of years ago, giving interviews to some Russian journalists in Moscow, and they said, you write about this crime and you write about the mafia and gangsters. We think it's very cute.
How have the migrants in Sweden responded on the characters of your book? Do you have any feedback?
I'm not so interested in describing whether someone is a migrant or not, an immigrant or not. Or I describe individuals, and I try as best as I can to describe them as human beings. And I think most people feel that I'm not describing monsters or angels. I'm describing human beings, and you understand these people, and therefore people don't get upset or angry because. I had a Syriac guy come up to me a couple of months ago and he said, you're the first person ever writing about my ethnical group. So he was really proud that someone even cared about that people like him exist in the Swedish society.
What is your Father's Day going to be like this year?
I'm going to be in Copenhagen on Father's Day. So I guess I will not celebrate so much with my family, unfortunately. I hope I will get a pair of socks or something, because I haven't. I have this idea now that I'm not gonna shop or consume any clothes or anything. So for about 6 months I haven't bought anything at all. And that means I'm wearing out my socks. So I hope my wife will give me a new pair of socks.
Is that an environmental statement or just a decision?
No, it's like kind of an environmental, or it's more of a anti-consumeristic statement, because it's so easy to just buy. But why do you buy? You actually almost all the time you have what you need. So buying is more of a, I would say, a disease.